Hello everyone. Today we will start our lesson that is about the chapter 11 introduction of the set. So today the topic that we'll discuss is a Venn diagram, universal set and also complement of the set. So let us begin with what are the universal set and the complementation set. So let's look at the conversation which happened between these two students. First, what is the meaning of the universal? Well, the universal means relating to people or things in the particular group. So, what does universal set means? We can define universal set is a set that consists of all the elements under the same discussion. Now I understand the definition of the universal set. Thank you. So girls, do you understand the meaning of the universal set? According to this girl, she say, the definition of the universal set is a set that consists of all the elements under the same discussion. Which means if we discuss about some phenomena, like for example, I want to know all the names of the students in one amana. So the elements consist in the universal set is the 19 names which came from one amana. Okay, so that one will be my universal set. Next, we look at the conversation again. Since you have understand the universal set, can you give an example of the universal set? No problems. How about the letters in the word Rajin? So the universal set will be R-A-J-I-N. Well done. Now you know those letters which involve in our discussion. You may represent the universal set by using this symbol. This symbol is called as a universal set. Hence, universal set is R-A-J-I-N. Am I correct? Yes, since A and I are the vocal, so if set P represent the vocal letters, then P will equals to A and I. How about the R, J, and N which are consonant? Well, these letters which are not vocal but is in the universal set and they are known as a complement of the set P. We were written in the P apostrophe sign. I see. So the complement of the P written as P apostrophe sign R, J, N. Finally, I understand what is the universal set and also the complement set. So girls, do you understand the meaning of the complement of the set? Okay, if the universal set is all the elements that is under the same discussion, if I give you a set P, the set P will be according to the special condition. Like this, the special condition here will be the vocal. So beside vocal, I have my consonant. So according to the letters Rajin, R-A-J-I-N, A and I will be the consonant. So if I want to put the other consonants inside the set, so I will use the word complement of the set P. So now let's try the question regarding your universal set and also the complement set. Please identify whether which of the following set is the universal set of 2, 3, 5, 7. Which means now this question we're asking you, the 2, 3, 5, 7 came from what universal set? Okay, so we look at our option 1. The option 1, the universal set given is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So how do I going to confirm my answer? You look at the universal set given and then you look at the special condition given. The special condition need 2, 3, 5, and 7. Since the universal set given contain 2, 3, 5, 7, that's why these are the universal set. Now we look at the option 2. The option 2 say the odd number which are less than 10. So before I determine whether they are the universal set or not, I should write out all the odd number which less than 10, which are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. After I written these 5 number, I noticed that they do not contain all the number that I need, which is 2, 3, 5, 7. Inside the set which have the odd number, I only have 3, 5, 7, which is according to the special condition that I need. I don't have my 2. So in this condition, they are not the universal set. Okay, so this is a type of the question they were asking for you to recognize the universal set. Next, how about the question about the complement set? Given that the universal set is the x is the integer and more than 0 and less than 15. Now, determine the complement of each of the following set. Before I start my question, I should write out or recognize first what are the elements which under my discussion. Now my discussion, the condition is integer and within this range. That's why my number will start with 1 until 14. After that, this is my first questions. If the set A is the common factors of the 12 and the 18, still remember your common factors. Common factors which mean the gandaan sepunya. So this is how we going to recognize what is the number that involved in this special condition, which is I have to find out all the numbers we multiply, then will become the 12, and also all the numbers that I multiply, they will become the 18. Then after that, I can recognize my set A elements is 1, 2, 3, and 6. So, what is my complement set for this set A? My answer will be other than 1, 2, 3, 6. The rest of the number will be my answer, which is 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. This is how we call them the complement. Complement means it's not involved in A, so they are out of the A. That's why they are inside the complement set A. Now we look at the question number 2. Question number 2 states that x is a prime number and x is less than 15. What is the prime number? The prime number are those of the number which can divide equally by 1 and itself. So, what are the elements including in my B? There will be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. So, again, beside these 6 elements which I already list inside my set B, other than that, they are in my complement set B. So there will be 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 14 according to this universal set given. So girls, now can you understand how to solve the question which they are asking for the complement set? Now you can try your question according to this instruction. Okay? Now we can look at the other questions. How do you represent the universal set and the complement of the set by using the Venn diagram? So what is the Venn diagram? Actually, the set can be represented by an enclosed geometrical diagram which we call as a Venn diagram. Now, this is the Venn diagram that I take from your textbook, so we can see closely what other example is. Now we look at one by one. The first, I have my universal set, and next I have my set A and my complement set A. So a set can be represented by a circle, an oval, and a rectangle or the triangle, which means this is the set. The blue color line is our set. That's why they are written here set A. And then the second one, the universal set is commonly represented by a rectangle. So these are the universal set. You can see, look at the instruction here. Okay, first, the universal set is represented by the rectangle, and then these are the elements they have to place inside my universal set, but I am not write my element according to the universal set, so I will write my element when I read about the set A, which means Amil, Hazura, Laila, Sandra, and Zamri. Where should I put all these girls, all these people, sorry? So the set A here is represented by the circle. That's why I will place all the elements of the set A inside the circle. Okay, which means they are in the same group. Maybe this is a class, okay, and then they are in the same group, or they achieve the grade A in mathematics, okay, so which means they are placed together because due to the special condition from the universal set. Next, for my complement is the rest of the people which are not sit inside the group A or the set A. They are Dali, Paysan, and Yana. So the element of the complement of the set A were placed outside the circle. They are in outside of the circle, but they are still inside my rectangle, my universal set. Okay, you can imagine this rectangle is like a classroom. Okay, although they are not achieving grade A for my mathematics, but they're still my students, so they will sit inside the class too. So all the elements here is the element in the universal. Okay, you cannot left one of them. So you can try the question on the instruction below. Next, let's retry the question to check your understanding. If I give you this kind of the questions, okay, I give you the universal set is the even number but is more than 1 and less than or equal to 20. Now I want you to represent set A and the universal set in the Venn diagram. So this is the template for the Venn diagram. Every time you start your question, you should draw a rectangle. After that, you should place your circle in the middle. So now this is a set A. That's why I'm putting here A. And then you must remember the object here is in the set A and the object here is not in the set A. But they are still inside the universal set. So before I start my question to putting my element inside the Venn diagram, I should understand first what are the elements that have in my universal set. Even number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Less than or equal to. So it will be end up in the 20. After that, my set A will be 2, 6, 10, 16, and 20. So where do I put this 5 number? I will put it inside the circle, and then the rest of the number, which according to my universal set, I will put it in the outside of the circle, which are like the 4, 8, 12, and also the 14, 18 will be outside the circle. So please remember each dot will be in front of each number. Okay, so this is the answer for the question number 1. Can we continue? So now we continue for the question number B. My set B is saying I want only the multiple of 6. So here will be your set B. What is the multiple of the 6 inside this universal set? Only I can find out is the 6, 12, and 18. That's why I will put 3 of this number inside the circle, and the rest I will put in outside the circle. Okay, this is how you draw your Venn diagram and how you place your element inside the circle or outside the circle. Please remember, how do you think when you place your element? That's you can try your questions on your textbook. Okay, before I end up the questions, I end up the video. How if the question asks us to shade the region? that will represent the complement of the set. Which part are you was shaded? Okay, what is the meaning of the complement of the set? Still remember, the complement of the set is those are not inside the set A. Like for example, this is the set B. Those who are not inside the set B, we call it as a complement set B. So what are the region that you will shade? It will ask them to shade. So this is the region that I was shaded. Okay, you can use your pencil to draw the line, and then this will consider shaded. Okay, so just try your best, even though it doesn't work out, but you're always enough. Okay, the most important for the mathematics is you try yourself and do a lot of the exercise. Okay, you can do it. Thank you very much.